All right, my fabulous people. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. All right, trying out something new here, right? Trying out something new. So you can always let me know how it looks this way. Now that it is hello, fabulous. Welcome to the room. Clubhouse, welcome to the room. And those of you, my wonderful peeps on YouTube and Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad that you are here in this space as we're about to get into starting a multiple stream financial service business. So go ahead and share it out, right? Because we know sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. And today, I have on my hat today. For those of you can see, delay is not denied. Delay is not denied. I'm feeling really encouraged and excited today because sometimes, we've experienced delays in our lives and we're wondering like when there's going to be a breakthrough, when the things are going to happen, why is something taking so long. But I just want to let you know that timing is everything, and more important, God's timing is so powerful at the end of the day. So just really want to just share that encouragement where you are on this Thursday, right? This is Thankful Thursday because we truly have so much to be thankful for, and it's putting on ourselves of gratitude, right? Before I really get into that, I just want us to put ourselves in the mindset of gratitude, because when we do that, right, it allows us to relieve stress in our lives. We don't get consumed with what's not happening, what didn't happen, who didn't do what, and all that type of things, right? That can affect our emotions, that can affect our attitude, those outside things. But today I just want to encourage you, right? Be thankful. Today I make sure I have a little gratitude journey that I write, that I put my gratitudes in. Sometimes it's just one sentence, it's one statement. There's a plethora of things that I can, but sometimes either just the timing that I have, and I'm so grateful for that, because I want to make sure that no matter what stage I am, that I'm giving God thanks, right? Because I have a lot to give thanks for, no matter, just the ability to move my fingers, right? We can say thankful for. So with that being said, for those of you that don't know me, I am Teacher Melanie. Everyone. I am Teacher Melanie, and I am I like to say a home-based business financial rep. So I do all things from the womb to the tomb. Guys, come in for a second. Excuse me. Give me one second here. Yes. So one of the things that I work with countless people in helping them to start a home-based business, because they have skill sets, ideas, and they're not quite sure how to start or where to start with. And so I'm about making sure that you understand, as part of building your financial mansion. Hello there, Marsha. Welcome to the room, and happy Thursday to you. Happy Thursday to you. Truly glad that you are here, fabulous. Happy Thursday to you. So one of the things that is so important when it comes to building your financial mansion is having a stream of income, right? COVID has taught us so much that, at the end of the day, that when life happens, you have to be prepared. And depending on one source of income limits, right? It limits the opportunities. It limits your resources, right? It's adding more stress to your life because not having that other source of income, right? Because life happens. Like a friend of mine says, he says, life happens while me and you make plan. And we can all contest to that. We do one thing, we're hoping and praying for stuff, and then bam, something happens, right? And a lot of the times, those things become distractions, or it delays our progress, because it can really overwhelm us of what happened. But I just want to encourage you, when you have a different perspective and you see those delays, right? You see those delays as a stepping stone. You see them as a place of, you know what, in this time, in this season, I need to learn what I need to learn, do what I need to do, control what I can control, right? That's what I like to share with you too. Control what you can control, because now you're nothing or anyone can steal your joy, because you are in control. You made a decision. And so this is an opportunity that you can make a decision that you can be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So if you've ever thought about being in business for yourself and you're like, God, I want to have a business, I want to do something that I can be able to work from anywhere, or maybe you're like, I want to have my own office. I want to be, I've managed people, right? I've helped people manage their companies. Now I want to be able to manage people in my own business, in my own company. This is a great opportunity, another great opportunity for you, that you can be able to do that. And not only that, this is how phenomenal this opportunity is, that no matter how great your job is, right? You can't leave that to your children. But this is an opportunity, those of you that have children, that you can leave it for your children. You can create this legacy for your children. How phenomenal is that, right? Even if you're like, I don't have any experience with the financial service industry, could that be me? And the answer to that is absolutely, it definitely can, right? Because one thing, you just have to be coachable and teachable, right? And when it comes to business, being a lifelong learner is essential to your wealth. It's essential to your wealth, because if you're not learning, you're dying. If you're not learning, you're dying, right? And so you always want to put yourself where you are growing. And so that's why it's so important that you put yourself where you listen, like, you know what, I need to do something new, because I am not growing. I'm not getting to the point what I need to get into. What is going on? What is happening? I'm not enjoying what I used to do anymore, right? So this is the time when you've been looking, you've been hoping, you've been praying, you've been asking God, God, I want to do something, but I don't know what to do. Let's get connected. Let's get connected. And I'm going to go ahead and put, you will see at the top of, those of you that are in Clubhouse, on the top of the room, when you go there, you can click and book an appointment. Oh, wow. What is these little contraptions here? Go to my site, teachermelanie.com, and you can book a complimentary appointment to see if this is a good fit for you. So I'm going to get a little bit further in that. And so you can, okay, I think it's added. All right, there, you can see it on the top of the room. And those of you that are on Facebook, Instagram, you will see that information in the feed as well, that you can go ahead and click on that link, right? So let's talk about this world of entrepreneurship, right? Of starting a financial service business, right? That you can do not only just from home, but you can do it from anywhere, as long as you have internet connection. How powerful is that, right? This is a licensed industry, but it doesn't matter. You can still service people in other states. Yes, in other states. So there's no limit. The only limit that is there is a limit that you put on yourself. So oftentimes we think about, what are the ways that we make income, right? What are the ways that you make income, that you make sure that your family is good? What are some ways? And if you've never read the book, and I want to encourage you to read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've read it a couple of times, and every time I've read it, I've always gotten so many good nuggets to the point where I make sure that my children also understand the quadrant, right? To understand the money game, because we don't get taught financial literacy. We get caught working, grinding, paying bills, and then something hits us and says, "Is this all to life? Is this what life is all about? Just working and paying bills." And I'm a total believer that God desires for us to prosper, that spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially, right? God desires us to be healthy and wealthy and wise. Why is that? Because then we can do the things, then we can change lives. But if we don't have the resources, we can't change the lives. We can't make a great impact, right? We can do it with our time and our talent. But sometimes money answers all things. Okay, the Bible says that clearly. Money answers all things. But what it does say, that the love of money, that's when that's when money is control of you instead of you controlling it. And it's a tool. And so people are in the space right now where they desire for someone to come in and teach them the money game. Okay? Think about yourself. You've always desired, wanted to learn, but maybe you've been intimidated of wanting to learn the money game because you didn't know where to go, where to begin, right? It seems so overwhelming. You watch the financial news and they're talking about all these things, dollar cost averaging and mutual funds and all these things, and you're just like, what is all that? That must be just for the rich people, right? But I'm saying it's for all people. It's right? Your richness, first of all, starts in your mind. So a man thinketh, so is he. So if you're looking to break the chain of poverty, you have to start filling your mind with the things that's going to help you to get to the next level, so you can experience an abundance, right? A wealthy lifestyle. You can experience, but it starts with your mindset. What are you reading? What are you watching? Right? If it's not thing that's going to help you to grow to the next level, then you need to stop that, right? And find things that's going to make you uncomfortable at the beginning, right? It may make you uncomfortable at the beginning, but guess what? It's going to help you to be comfortable for the long term, because you've put yourself in the seat of, I want to be in control of my money, right? If that is you and you want to help others to get to the next level in their business, let's get connected. You'll find my link, teachermelanie.com. And if those of you that are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, you will find my information. You can direct message me and I can send you my link so you can get it connected. But listen, there's 4 ways, right? 4 ways to earn income. There are 4 ways. And I want you to think about where you are and where you want to be. So if you are an employee, right, like I been in employee, and it is quite okay if you're an employee. Let me say that, okay, right? Because that's your dream funder, right? It's just the way you are in that season. Where as an employee, the job lets you know how much you can make. They let you know what a raise. They say, okay, you got a 5%, 50 cents, right? A dollar raise. They let you know your worth. They let you know your worth. But in your mind, in the depths of your soul, you're like, wait a minute, I'm worth more than this. This is it. This is it, right? They tell you when to go, how to go, when you go to the bathroom, when you can take your time off, right? If you're in that season, it's okay. As long as you putting yourself where you're growing, it's okay. But just know that you are paying more taxes, first of all, right? Let's just say that, because you're the way the system is made. Either you are building up somebody's dreams or you're building up your own. Either you're paying somebody's taxes or you're paying more on your own. That's just the way the system is made, right? It's a means to an end. Then you have the self-employed, right? The self-employed person is the one that their business owns them. If they're not there, they're not making any money. If they're not there, they're not making any money. If they're not servicing their clients, or they're not cutting hair, they're not doing the hairstylist, right? The doctor who has a private practice, if he doesn't have another doctor in the office, the real estate agent, if he doesn't have any brokers, they're not there, right? The salesperson, if he doesn't have a team, okay, and it's only on his effort, right? So self-employed, right? Money is only coming from you. Money is coming from you, right? So you're on your way with the self-employment, right? We're on your way. You can still determine your schedule and what have you. But what a wonderful thing when you can have it where your money is not just coming off of your efforts. There's a quote that I've heard, and every time I hear it, I'm just like, at first it kind of got me, boggled down. But it says, and I forgot who said it. If you know who said it, leave it in the comment of who said it. You said that I'd rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% off of my effort. Hot diggity dog. Is that a game changer? You'd rather have 1% of 100 people than 100% off of your efforts. That's why when you go to these places, now they have these kiosks, right? Everybody say they're now hiring. They have them. You can go in any time and fill out an application, because they're constantly realize that I have to keep this wheel going, because people come and people go. And so as a business owner, right? As a business owner, as a recruiter, correct? Because as a business owner, you are a recruiter. You open up a business, you don't want to do everything. right? You want to be able to, that's why you started the business, because you're like, I want to reach more masses. I want to do more things, and I know I can't do it by myself. I need more people. I need to recruit more people. I need to have more people to come in, right? More eyes on what you do helps get to that to the winners sooner than faster, right? But you have to go through enough people to do that. And so that leads you now to having a system, right? Where now you have a true business where there is a system in place. Now, this system allows you to leverage your time because now you have documented how your business should be running. You are self-employed. Now you've made a documentation how your business should be running, what steps from the time a customer or a client comes to you, what are the things that needs to be done. And so now, as you own this system, now you can recruit, hire, right, whatever you want to utilize, others to come into your business, work into your business, and you're able to make an income, unlimited income, because it's not off of your efforts alone. You have other people that are putting in their time, their effort, their skill sets to help run your business on the system that you train them and design them. So I say this, we have a system in our business, right? In the financial service industry, in this multiple stream, right? I'm going to talk about that in a second. In this multiple stream business, where you now, listen to this, you can have people coming in, right, that want to be a part of this business. Not only that, but now you're training them in the business. You've trained them. Now they're doing this. They're out there meeting clients, customers, whatever the case may be. Guess what's happening? You're not there. They're making some money, but guess what? You're also making money as well. And you were not there. This is how we show you how to be a business owner. So whether that person is there or not, right? They're making money and you're making money. So creating win-win situations that they're in business for themselves, but not by themselves, right? Because at the end of the day, it is still my responsibility to make sure I train you, right? Make sure I train you. Our team and I train you, right? So you know where the linemen are, right? Because we know where they are already. Show you how to be successful, right? So you don't get caught, you get taught. Show you what steps that you need to take, right? Because it's duplicatable. That means, guess what's going to happen? Now you start doing the same thing. Now you have a system in place. Now you can help somebody to be successful because now you have a system in training them, right? And you also brought them. You trained them. You recruited them. You are a recruiter in an industry which everybody needs. So whether they're the teacher or the lawyer, right? The doctor or the garbage man, the engineer, right? Or the entrepreneur, everyone needs what we have. Everyone needs what we have. Why? Because just because a person may think I'm good, remember, there is good, there is better, and there is best. There is good, there is better, and there is best. Which side of the coin do you want to be at? Do you want to just limit it? Well, I'm good. I mean, how many people have said that? I'm good. And when we've done deep into helping people to really be good, not just be good, but be great, they're like, oh, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I didn't know that I had that opportunity. So being educators in helping people to be educated in the financial service industry, helping families to realize that you have the ability to truly design the life that you want once you understand the money game, once you understand what things need to be in place so your financial mansion is built right and tight. And I never say house, I say mansion, because God is bigger than anything that we can ever ask, think, or imagine. God is bigger than that. And so when I think about it, when you think about a mansion and the beautiful efficient that it is, that's the same way that God wants us to have that life of prosperity once we understand, right, what things need to be in place. When we understand that we have to protect our families, right, protect our greatest asset, not our home, our cars, right, but our greatest assets, our income. When we understand that, you know what, I need to have money working for me just as hard as I'm working for it. When we understand that, oh, by the way, I have to make sure, I have to figure out how I can eliminate, decrease my debt so I can have more money working for me. So money doesn't run out with me, right? After I pass and I'm gone, right? Money is working for me. Well, I'm truly creating a legacy. I'm truly creating a legacy, but it's, you start with where you are. You start with where you are. And so we have the ability to work with countless individuals, no matter where they are in their financial journey, and bring them towards their greatness. Bring them towards their greatness. Now, do we have is everything we do is perfect? No, not at all, right? Because I said, if you're not growing, you're dying. But we get to do something truly amazing in helping people start businesses who, first of all, never even thought they had the ability, right? But they had the desire, most importantly, and they had the willingness to learn something. So if this is you and you're like, you know what, I want to learn something new. This is exciting. I want to be able to experience different things and be able to travel and connect with like-minded individuals. Then this is a great opportunity. So if you're on Club Lock, you make sure you click on the link. Right when you go on my link, you will see where you can download a complimentary checklist. All right, I'm starting a home-based business and some other little things that are in there as well. And you also will see the appointment link. So go ahead and put the appointment it's 15 minutes. Let's see if this is a good fit, or share with somebody that you know who's been looking. They say, I want to work from home. I want to be able to work where I want to work, who I want to work with, when I want to work. Right? Let's get connected. Let's get connected, right? Because we can get as much knowledge as we want. Right? There's a whole bunch of knowledge. I got this knowledge, but it's the implementation of knowledge, right? That brings us the success. Even if you implement that knowledge and it didn't work out how you wanted, guess what? Failing only happens when you stop, when you give up. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done. I just can't. Success happens when you've taken that disappointing thing and you learn from it. You learn from it. That's where your success comes into. That's where you start developing and you start seeking and you start finding, okay, there must be another way. There must be another resources. I got to figure there and wish there are, but you have to do what? You have to seek, you have to find, you have to knock, and the door will be open. That's what God says. That's what the word of God said. And I'm a believer. I'm not hiding that. I'm so glad that these things are in the Bible. These things are in the Bible. They're in there. That's one of the greatest book, The Read of Life, right? Talks about money, talks about life, talks about health, everything that we need, right? That's why when we talk about prosperity is just not just money, but it's a total man. But when you come in here and learn the money game, oh my gosh, think about the total lives that you can change, because now you know better when it comes to the money game. Now you can do better. You can do better. So now you have a business owner, right? And here's the fourth thing. The fourth thing in the quadrant when it comes to ways to earn money, being an investor. How many of you, right? How many of you said, I want to invest, but I'm scared. I don't want to lose my money. How many of you said you want to invest? You hear all these things. You hear, well, this person gets this way to return, and they made this much money, and they didn't do anything fun. That money was compounded. It was going. They put it in the right vehicle. But you're like, I'm scared. Scared money makes no money. But when you understand how the money game goes, right, you're making a mathematical decision, and we can show you how to do that, and then you can help somebody else to do that as well. Show you how to make a mathematical, so that now you become an investor where money is working for you. That's wake up money. You wake up, you made money, right? You can truly enjoy complete freedom and design the life that you want, that you dreamt about, that you've prayed about, because you've put yourself in the game. You have to put yourself in the money game, and being an investor and understanding how money works puts you in the game. So it's one thing to save, right? And we talk about that in helping our clients to save for their emergency fund. But you cannot save, and you cannot just save. You have to invest. And putting your money just into a bank, right, that gives you less than 1% rate of return. A money market gives you a little bit more than that. In less than 1%, not keeping up inflation. So guess what happens? You lose money. Putting it under your mattress, you lose money. Putting it close to your heart, right, our grandmother, you lose money. You lose money because your money is not keeping up with inflation. If your money is not making money, you're losing the money game. One of the things you lose in the money game. So that's why we encourage that. Listen, this is how you are able to save, right? You're not putting all your eggs in one basket. Showing you how to diversify, right? So if something happens to this side of the world, it's not going to mess up your whole portfolio. We show you how to start with a little, not a whole lot. Start with where you are in the money game, saving and investing, right? And as we show you, we teach you, we can teach you also to become a business owner. Like we said before, you can be in business for yourself, but not by yourself. Not by yourself whatsoever. Isn't this awesome? So you may be wondering, okay, Teacher Melanie, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You speak in my language. This is what I've been looking for. I've been needing. I've been hoping. I've been praying. I've been looking. Teacher Melanie, talk to me. So you may be wondering, what are those different services, right? Because as a business owner, you're either offering a service or you're offering a product, right? And so we offer both product and services. As well. And so some of the things that we have the ability to do to help people, not just personal, but also businesses, right? We can help businesses start 401k plans for their employees, which is going to help them as well in their taxes and all those different benefits, right? We help families get a mortgage. Everybody want to get a real estate license, right? But how about the mortgage license, right? To help the family get the mortgage to buy the house that they've been wanting for, they've been praying for, right? Those first-time home buyers or repeat buyers, those investors. So you can get a mortgage broker's license. And you don't have to do mortgages just in your state. Okay, none of these services I talk about. Getting your life insurance license. How many family members or friends that you may know, right? You may know something happened to their loved ones. Something happened to the lumber and they had to do the GoFundMe, the fish fry, the t-shirt sale. I was on Instagram yesterday, and a young lady that I know, I used to mentor her, and she posted a picture of her brother when he passed a few years ago. Amazing young man, truly an amazing young man, but his life got short, and he was a young father, two children. But the family was in a financial devastation. Didn't have enough income to even bury him. So they had to end up doing the t-shirt sale. And I thought about, if this young man only knew what things he can put in place, his family would have been really good. Great young man, great hardworking young man, but his life was cut short by somebody else taking his life. So his family not just suffered an emotional loss, right? A loss of a loved one, but a financial loss as well. And at the time, his wife wasn't working. She had to end up working. He had a special needs son. So she needed to be there. So for me, when I think about incidents like that, it's like, oh my gosh, that's a life that could be changed. But I say this to you, no matter where you are in your journey, right? There's all where there is life, there is hope. You can always start over. You can always build. You can start with where you are. So protecting your income, right? Protecting that income, helping your family to protect their greatest asset. Because your greatest asset is not your home, it's not your car, right? Your greatest asset is your income because your income pays for the food, clothing, and shelter. So you think about where your family is, something was to happen to the breadwinner, will your family be okay? Will that family, will it be okay? If the answer to that is no, then you start building the foundation of your financial mansion, which is income protection, because your income is protected. That's going to, no matter what happens in life, your family is in good. But along with that, you also have to have the investment. So we also do 401k plans, right? We do annuities, which is self-funded pension plans, right? We do custodial planning. So maybe if your child, and that's the plan for their life, want to go to college, they don't have to go to college and come up with a boatload of student loan debt, right? Because you put things in place in creating a 529 plan, or maybe a Coverdell type of plan. Or maybe you're just like, well, I'm not quite sure if they want to go to college or if they want to start a business, but I want to make sure, I want to help them to start to be successful. UTMA and UGMA. These are the things that we have the ability to do. And the other thing too, it doesn't have to be a parent. It could be a grandparent. It could be a loved one that you could maybe want to start it for your niece or nephew, whatever the case may be. But why not put ourselves in a position of helping our children to start them on the right foot, instead of graduating with a boatload of student loan debt, having a mortgage payment without a house? Do you hear what I said? I hope you caught that. Have a mortgage payment without a house, with this boatload of student debt, trying to impress people, right? Because, oh, he's gone to this college, he's gone to he graduate with all this student loan debt. Okay, a little bit, right? You can get it paid up, but when it's a whole lot, hundreds of thousands of dollars, six-figure in student loan debt, you're paying that for the rest of your life. Because on average, if you're just paying off the average student loans, it takes 20 to 30 years if you're just paying the minimum on average. Sometimes even longer than that. Because if you put it in deferment, even though it's in deferment, they're charging you interest every single day. So you start off with one amount, right? You realize, good gosh, I thought I only got this amount. You see that thing rising, but it's in deferment, it's in forbearance every single day on that. What about a mutual fund? I talk about diversifying your portfolio. We help you to get into the money game by helping you to diversify your portfolio. So how many people would love to have Amazon stocks or Apple stocks, right? Some type of utility stocks, right? Invest globally. And you're like, boy, it's going to take a whole lot of money to do that. We show you how to be able to start by getting into the game, even getting partial shares, right? That means you're getting a piece of the ownership, because some ownership is better than no ownership, right? Because we're building up assets. That means things are, you own more things than things are in you, right? That's the liabilities. We're trying to decrease the liabilities, the debt. We want to have more ownership, right? So helping you to create that come. And we have some great partners. I'm sure some of you heard of Fidelity. You've maybe heard of Voya, Invesco, Lincoln. These are some of the partnerships that we have. So this is not people that, companies that we every and anybody, not no swindlers, right? These are companies that have reputable they're very reputable. They have been in the industry for a long time, that we get the opportunity to partner with. And so we're looking for individuals who want to be in partnerships with us, who want to be in business, as we said, for themselves, but not by themselves. Well, you're not having to figure out, okay, what should I do now? We say, listen, start at A, than B, than C, and go through the process. But then the other side that we do is estate planning. We hear all these things. You need to have a will. You need to have a trust. You need to have this, legal protection, all these things. But we don't know where to begin. And we think it's going to, it costs a whole lot of money. But when you have that attorney, if life happens, maybe the landlord was given a problem, or you had a business and you needed to send a letter to somebody. When you put these things in place, hi, Nestle. When you put these things in place by having an attorney with our Legal Shield program, oh my goodness. And this is just one aspect, right? You're helping people to protect their families, showing them how to protect their land, and they can have their own attorney in their back pocket. How awesome is that? Because like I said, life happens. And then on the other side too, helping them to show if they can to reduce their auto and home insurance. I'm in the state of Florida, guys, and home insurance is a beast. But just the other day, I was paying 200, I think it was like 80 something dollars on my car insurance. And I'm like, no, there got to be a better way in these streets. There has to be a better way. I contacted our partnerships and got it reduced to a little. I'm paying $150 now, far less. So guess what I'm going to do with that rest? I'm going to go ahead and put that more in my investment, right? That money could be working. This is what happens, right? Showing people how to have more money in their pocket so they're not keep giving away, right? So this is the time too, if you have not a rule of thumb, go ahead and start looking at your different policies, your insurance policies, maybe and contact the company. If they can't work with you, find somebody else that's going to help reduce it. You don't have to be stuck there. You don't have to be stuck at one way. If they're not giving you the value, right, and they're charging an arm and a leg, that's the biggest thing now. We're just like, well, because of COVID, they're having to charge, increase insurance and all these things. Every inflation is real, right? Inflation is real. But how about not being so consumed with inflation because you have money coming into a business where you're teaching the money game? So you're helping others to realize that, listen, no matter where you are, okay, this is what you can put in place, no matter who you are, right? So it's not just for the elitists, right? They have their financial advisor. That's what we do. We help coach people to get to the next level. And what about this? This is where we're truly a one-stop party shop when it comes to the financial service industry. Is the biggest cost of a person, of an LD or a senior person, right? I like to call the people they're people of distinction. Is their medical? Is their medical? So having them to show, okay, this is what you can do. Here are some opportunities that we have to see if you can qualify for additional benefits, or even reduce the costs that they have or they're paying for their healthcare, right? Senior healthcare. This is what we have. So as I said, we're like a super Walmart, right? You won't find a Walmart TV or even like a super Target or Target TV, but you'll find a Vizio, a Samsung. We are the same way when it comes to the financial service industry. So a person doesn't have to go to 10 different places to get what the quality financial service, financial management, coaching, mentorship, advising that they need. And guess what? You have the ability to have that as a business if that's a desire for you. If your desire is just like, teacher, this stuff sounds great. This information sounds really good. But what I need is somebody to help me to create my own customized financial game plan. Same thing. Go ahead and direct message me if you are on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. Those of you that are on YouTube, you see, Clubhouse at the top. You see the banner. You can click on that, and when you click on the banner up top there, you will see my appointment calendar that you can go ahead and book your appointment with me, right? Because at the end of the day, sharing is caring. And I want to share, I want to encourage and carry you and just say, listen, these are the things that you can get to put in place, right? It's not where you are now that's your end, but you can go so much further. But that only happens if you do something different. That's why when you think about it, athletes, they have coaches, professional athletes, actresses, people have wealthy, they have coaches because they realize they don't know everything, but they know somebody who does. They know somebody that can really tell them, okay, this is where you are, this is what needs to be improved, right? This is how, not just tell them, but show them. We show people. We tell them, we educate them, and we show them how they can understand the rule of 72. We show them how, if they have any negative thought as to why they shouldn't be in business for themselves, right? They say, I don't have enough money, right? This is a business, but it doesn't cost a whole lot to start. Less than $150. Or they say, I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to start. Listen, you know what I have to do in the day to understand. I have 3 daughters and a homeschool and have a business, multiple. But you make time for the things that are important. That's going to give you value. We show you how to structure your time. Some say, you know what, I like the knowledge. I don't know if I can learn this. I don't know if you can learn it because you've just stopped your growth. If you already made, you said, I can't, that's what you're manifesting. I can't. But you're like, okay, listen, I can still learn. I can still learn. Even if it takes you longer than somebody, it's not a compete, right? We never compare. We never compete. We dominate in where you are. We show you how you can dominate in your skill set, in your own skin. Maybe you say, this is too much risk. We take a risk every single day when we walk outside of our door, when we drive in our car. We take a risk every single day. Every single day. But why not put your risk on something that can give you value, that can change your lives and your family's life? Or maybe you say, you know, teach them on that fear. God said he has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's the fears of the enemy. But when you take that fear and turn it into something fabulous, let me tell you. How awesome is that? So I hope this information was impactful for you, right? As you learn the money game. And one of the tips I like to share that we share with our clients is the rule of 72. The rule of 72 says this, that say, for example, you have $10,000, okay? And you're like, Teacher Melanie, I want this money to work for me. I worked hard for this. I want this money to work for me. I want it to grow. How do I know if it can? What are some things, right, to let it grow? Well, now I say to you, listen, Sue, let me show you how the rule of 72 works. I ask them about their savings account. Do you have a traditional savings account? Sometimes they say yes. I say, you know what your rate of return on that savings account? They're like, I'm not sure. It's not a whole lot. And I said, I can tell you it's less than 1%. The money that you have, and if you left it alone, you didn't add a nickel, another dime. With the rule of 72, you divide that percentage rate of return to 72, lets you know how long it's going to take that money to double. So I don't know about you, right? But I don't know if you have 72 years for your money to double. But how about this? If that same $10,000, you take that $10,000 and divide it by that's not $10,000, but you take the rate of return. If I give you a rate of return of 3%, you take 3% divided into 2, that $10,000 will double every 24 years without you adding another nickel, another dime. And if you add another nickel, another dime, it's even that much more. But at a 6% rate of return, that $10,000 will now double every 12 years. Guess what? You didn't do anything for it to work. But how about at a 12% rate of return? Now that $10,000 will double every 6 years, to the point where, this is when I talk about money doesn't have to end with you. That in a 24-year period of time, that's $160,000. In a 36, that's $640,000. In a 48 period, that's almost 2.5 million. Oh my gosh. Think about where you are. Think about the age of where you are and how much money if you started doing something sooner than later. But I say, no matter where you are, you start with where you are, because you can catch up. But you need to have a game plan, right? You need to have a game plan. Get a coach to help you to get to the next level. So with that being said, those of you that will listen to the replay on Clubhouse, the link is at the top that you can book your appointment with. Those of you that are on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, right? Same thing. You can find my link in my feed, or you can also direct message me as well. If you're looking to get into the financial game, you want to you're looking to start a financial service, home-based business, or a business you can do anywhere, and that you can create your own office, or you're like, I'm teaching Melanie, I need to have a financial game plan. Can you help me? Absolutely. Absolutely. As I said, I offer a complimentary 15 minutes. And really, really, this is a passion for me, because I did not get taught the money game. As much as hard as my parents worked, they were just trying to figure it out for themselves. And so now I know better. I'm telling them. Anybody, they say closed mouths don't get fed. I'm telling everybody, whatever I know, you're going to know. Whatever I know, you're going to know in the process, right? And win this money game. So with that being said, I'm so glad that you are joining me today. I appreciate you joining in. Make sure you go ahead and share this information out as well. If you know you or anyone that you know interested in starting a business, make sure you go ahead and you connect with me, and you can share it out with them. They're just like, I need to make another stream of income. I'm looking for a different career. I need some help. I need some guidance. I hear so many things out there. Who can I trust? You say, I know a person, Teacher Melanie. Teacher Melanie, she can get you started. Okay. I have an amazing team. Get you to the next level. As I said, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We help you to create your own customized game plan, not by yourself, because we are hand in hand with you as well. All right, my fabulous peeps. So with that being said, like I always say, remember to pray, plan, and believe, because God is still in the business of doing miracles. Make it a great day. Bye.